Hey Nate, so as per your request, I went ahead and built the Rafiq deck, and it's pretty much what I expected actually. To me, it feels like a kind of inferior version of Edric. It obviously does crazy degenerate stuff, but the big difference is that the commander doesn't just automatically win the game for you. It needs other support as well, whereas Edric, literally any draw with mana and some creatures wins the game usually, and that's a huge difference. Also, the mana base, of course, is not quite as stable, although I haven't had any problems with it yet. I made a few adjustments to your version. I took out Tax Rack. I think that's just too slow. I don't want to really muck around with too many basic lands or have to depend on not drawing them. I don't want to draw Scroll Rack when I want to just deploy threats. There's a lot of reasons I think it's not ideal. I added a couple of extra counters. I added Mystic Snake because you can tutor for it. I actually took out Survival of the Fittest. I kept drawing it and it was doing nothing, mainly because the creatures are so good anyway. And there aren't really a lot of silver bullet type creatures you want to get at any given time. Probably besides the Selkie, which is, of course, totally insane whenever you draw it. But I'm still running the Fauna Shaman. I'm really happy with the deck. I put in Treachery as well, just because it's so incredibly powerful in blue. Um, but yeah, it's undefeated so far. I think I've probably played a dozen games. And I feel like, like most good commander decks, it wins all the games where you get degenerate mana-heavy draws with lots of acceleration. And struggle sometimes if your opponent's board develops, especially because of the colors that you're playing. It's kind of weak to those, and you don't have any mass sweepers. But so far, I haven't lost any games with it. I wanted to show you this game though, just because it's pretty hilarious. He's got Maelstrom Wanderer, bane of our existence. I think probably more of my losses have probably been to this guy, to Edric, or to the 3/3 Goblin commander guy than to anything else. Especially Maelstrom Wanderer is obviously much more dangerous when you're playing a slow deck, but this is not a slow draw, as you will see. Turn 1, Degenerate should be banned, Sarah Ascendant. Oh, I also am running both the Finhorn and the Llanowar Elf. I think you're crazy for not using those. They're way, way stronger than, say, Quirion Ranger. I was really surprised that you had said you would cut both the elves from the deck. I think that they're totally amazing. I mean, they're Mox Emeralds for the most part. So much of this deck is just about accelerating to that 4 or 5 mana component to cast a Planeswalkers or cast things like Wargate, and obviously to cast Rafiq quickly. And elves help you do that. I think that they're mandatory. Probably not the Boreal Druid, just because it makes colorless, but the three, the Elf, the Finhorn, Llanowar Elf, and the Pilgrim are all mandatory. And obviously this broken guy in birds. I mean, think about how much of a difference just the draw, like in terms of the strength of the draw, how much of a difference it makes when you just get a Llanowar Elf. Like your deck just feels much better. You want to maximize that as much as possible. So here I'm attacking for 7 lifelink on turn 2. Cast Chromatic Lantern. I was thinking about all the different things I could do here. I was thinking about Wargating to go and strip mine him, and I realized, you know what? Why bother when you can just attack for 16 with lifelink and put your opponent on a turn 4 clock? All he's got is this guy, Beguiler of Wills. And you, sir, are dead. Turn 4, kill. With damage. Pretty amazing. Anyway, I'll keep playing the deck and tuning it. I'm pretty happy with the build right now. I'll send it to you pretty soon. Talk to you later.